I should have probably said this before you pushed that button, but that was just as awkward there as it was in Pirate Studios. And
Was it?
I was staring Jack in the face, yeah.
I think I've got used to it. You know, I just dance about.
If it's just us two, I guess it's a bit different. But I just remembered that just brought back such traumatic memories of just staring across the room into the eyes of Jack, mate.
the PTSD.
We told him it was going to be awkward. I just stared at him.
It was when you said to him, you're like, right, gents, this is gonna, you know, if we come across, no, you didn't say that. Hang on. You said
if we come across you, you say fuck.
You said, how did you word it? Because you said something about being nervous, and then they were like, "We're not nervous."
Oh yeah, I just mentioned that.
You were like, "No, us."
Yeah. I think we mentioned. I think I looked over at you, and you were a bit nervous. We were just about to start. It was all right having the conversation before, but when we were about to start, it was really nerve-wracking. So I think I just said, you know, if we stumble a little bit, just remember, you know, it's all out of nerves or something like that.
Yeah, that was it.
And Jack went, "Well, we're not nervous." I said, "No, we are. You fucking idiot." Us.
That was funny.
Yeah, you can cut that bit out.
That's all right.
Yeah.
So hello everyone and welcome back to the OCP, the original Copycats podcast.
Is this going out before or after the 24th?
This is coming out in January.
Oh, that's fine then.
It
Spot
should be January 1st. If we have done this correctly and Editing Alex has done his job, then it should be January 1st. So, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Does this feel better having the two of us again? Because you've just done a big stint of 13 episodes on your own.
Mate, what a fucking ordeal.
You're at the point of recording this podcast, you're only like 5 in.
I can't believe that by... Oh no! Yeah, you've just said that.
I can't believe you quit at 6. You pussy.
I was going to say, I can't believe by like episode 24 we were world famous.
24? You're only doing 13. So even then, it's a good thing I saved your ass. You're already fucked up. It's your series. It's your idea.
I meant on the 24th.
Oh, what do you mean world famous? We've got friends internationally.
Yeah. I'm not going to be happy until we have a friend every single country.
Country? What was that, brother? How the fuck have you been reading these stories on your own? What have you done without me?
Have you heard the outtakes?
I haven't listened to a single one.
Yeah, support.
Hey, you want to track the downloads without me and you getting involved? Fuck you.
True,
yeah, thank you. I'm going to use that as my excuse.
I'm going to preempt this as well, right? Because it's currently, just to break the illusion, the 17th of December.
Right? You went to go look at your laptop screen, didn't you?
Yeah, little peek behind the curtain. My laptop's fucked, and I ain't got a screen at the moment.
Plugged it into a monitor. So we're currently sat in the room under my stairs. Alex has got a PC monitor hooked up to his laptop, and he went to go check the time, and he went to check on his laptop screen. It was quite funny. You had to be there.
Not everyone, because you wouldn't fit. But
no.
Yeah. What was I saying?
I don't know.
I can't remember now.
I'm glad. There's something about the time and the date.
Oh yeah. I'm going to preempt this.
Yeah.
Wow, we hit 3,000 downloads, mate.
Fuck it, that's a bit ambitious. What, for the 1st of Jan? You're fucked. Not a chance.
Yeah, it's probably very...
I'm going to have it on repeat overnight. I'm just going to put the whole playlist on play. Just let it play out whilst I'm sleeping.
Yeah.
We'll still get about 12 downloads. Hey, you can do well for it.
My connection at home, shit.
So wait, this technically means then, no, we just discussed this actually. I just made a joke there that if I let the whole playlist play out overnight, we would only be getting 12 downloads, which technically, yes, we would, an hour episodes and all that.
Yeah.
But if the whole sequence was going to be played out up until this episode, we would have had an extra 76 downloads.
Yeah,
because we've got, this is episode 76 of the OCP. How the fuck have we got this far?
That is mental.
That is mental.
Mate. It's not going to be long until we hit 100.
No. We're not going to do anything special for it. It ain't a download goal, is it? It's just a fucking episode upload.
Yeah, but 100 episodes, that's pretty decent. All right, then.
Just in that moment, I thought staring at you would be class, and it was. Yeah, 100 episodes, a good goal. Good aim. Yeah. Good achievement, yeah.
We'll quit after that.
Yeah. Quit now.
See you later, guys.
Best of 2022, we quit. At the end of 2023, we'll just upload the clip of, yeah, see you later, guys. That was it. That was the best of 2023.
So that is what we're doing today.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
We haven't actually said. We're going to be doing the best bits of 2022, but I've renamed it because usually we do, or I do, a thing where we just splice together the best bits of the year and then put some stupid music over it, basically.
Yeah.
And I think that's fine.
It made me emotional last year, I think.
Yeah, and it is an emotional thing. But at the same time, sniff.
I just did that as well.
Cut that. Yeah, at the same time, it's a lot of effort for a short period of time that we've got left of this year because we've still got a lot of Yule lads to do. And I've still got a lot of Yule lads to do. And and I'm squeezing this one in. So I'm going to do something different, which is a year in review where we just talk about what's happened instead of listening back.
Yeah, and I think I want to make this a regular annual thing as well. I think it might be a little bit longer than a normal episode, and I hope people appreciate or, respect that it's going to be a little bit longer.
Yep.
We're not going to, I don't know how you're going to edit it, but I kind of like the idea of you still inputting parts of the podcast.
If I can find things that we're referencing, then I will put them in there.
Well, we're going to be skipping through today, so they won't probably hear the audio, or they might do, depending on how you've edited it, the same audio we've listened to then get the reminder of what we did that episode or whatever.
Yeah. What I could do is potentially connect my phone via Bluetooth.
You could do.
And then play it through that. But we'll sort that out. Editing Alex, just sort that bit out for me, will you? Cheers. So now that the phone is connected,
okay,
we are going to go through the episodes and just have a little chat about the year.
Okay.
And our general thoughts on it.
Yeah.
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 So to kickstart the year, we did the best bits of 2021, obviously.
We did. That was done 1st of January, and we discussed this before we started recording. So the 1st of Jan was the best of 2021. The 8th of fucking March was the first time we uploaded this year.
A bit of a slow start.
It was a bit. 2-month handicap.
Yeah. Which is mad that we've hit our 5,000 download goal.
I was going to say we wanted to give other podcasts a chance to have a good early year. No, it wasn't. No, we just got fucking lazy.
We? So, we had a bit of a slow start this year, but we didn't hold back. Once we got going, mate, we fucking got going.
We went off.
We went ham.
We said on March 7th, watch this space, bitch. Then we uploaded once every. What was it? What was after the one we're going to discuss? 15th?
8th of March, 15th of March, 29th of March, April 19th, April 22nd.
Oh, yeah,
so
we went off.
It started going every week from then, which is awesome.
It did drop off a little bit towards the end of the year.
Didn't we have it this year where we were going to do 2 episodes a week?
That was the plan. Wednesdays or like Mondays and Thursdays or something.
Tuesdays and Fridays, I think.
Oh, of course. The 2 days I didn't say.
It was Saturday and Sunday. Yeah, it was Tuesday and Friday, and then I realised, fuck me, that's a lot of work, and we binned it off. And then we decided to just do one. And it's worked out so much better.
Yeah.
Obviously, we had a little hiatus recently, but that couldn't be helped.
No, and I think the idea is to do it more regularly throughout the week, but it's just life just gets in the way.
Yeah, life's fucking bitch, man.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I mean, life on my side's been pretty good. It just meant that I couldn't.
Just me that hates everything.
Yeah. Sorry that I have a supporting family.
Oh, fucking depression.
That's all right.
So, to kickstart the year properly, once we got into the flow of things in March, we had the lovely ladies from the Greener Grass podcast
we
on.
Did. Yeah.
Jackie and Emily. And what an episode that was. It was a collab that we were meant to do back in 2021, and then it got postponed to
Fuck me, I can't remember this much information. Right?
Yeah, see, behind the scenes, mate, I'm everywhere. I'm like the plague.
You are a plague, yeah. Having free time must be fun.
Yeah, it gives me time to hate everything.
He's good, he's back.
So, yeah, we kickstarted the year.
We kickstarted the video.
Kickstarted the year with these guys or girls.
Gals.
And we did British slang versus.
Why did you just say it like that, British? You did like a proper American impersonation of us. British slang with a bottle of water. Fucking hell.
British slang versus American slang. But
Yeah.
we did compliments versus insults and got them to guess which one was which. And they just did generic phrases towards us because we were more prepared. So
Well,
get
don't
on our
throw
level.
Fucking shade up, bro.
I'm throwing all the shade.
Mate, you got him in the DMs.
I'm a fucking umbrella, mate.
You're not the tree that was burning down. over
Reference to something we cut.
Okay, let's go into it then. Yeah, so apologies in advance if Alex remembers more than I do. Alex does edit every single one. I live my life. So, so if there's parts that I don't remember, it's no insult to anybody. I'm just a dumbass.
Just not important enough.
I'm still 50% on this fucking
No, I didn't mean you.
Oh, sorry. We was throwing shade at me then.
It's just Josh's insecurities coming out there. I'm part of this.
I was about to like, you're in my fucking room under the stairs, you bastard. Remember whose house this is. You can't escape that comment.
Oh dear. Right. So once we'd got into the flow of things with the greener grass, and what else did we do on that episode? Oh, they asked us some would you rather questions at the end. They asked, would you rather have dicks for fingers
Oh, yeah.
or a finger dick, right? And you chose, if I remember rightly, a finger dick because you said it would just be a bit too inconvenient having dicks for fingers.
Oh, and I got to pick up a child regularly.
Yeah,
As well.
which
Yeah.
I
own child.
said right that I couldn't contain myself or something.
Oh, my
I wouldn't be
God.
able to trust myself with dick fingers.
Jesus Christ. The
I was
fuck?
like, yeah, I could just pleasure 10 people at once or
Oh, my
something.
God. You're barely pleasuring one now.
I'd like to know how they're laying though, because if you got 10 people led down.
Oh,
into
I
row-
thought you meant like just generically when you sleep at night. And I just, I was imagining, mate, you put your hands down by your side and you go to fucking sleep.
No, I meant like when you're pleasuring people, like
Yeah.
you can't spread your fingers that wide unless you have like the thinnest people ever. Doing
Don't do actions. Don't do actions. There's no camera here. You don't have to do that. You just
That
fingered
was for us.
You just fingered my stairs. That's what you've just done.
What are you doing, Step?
What are you doing, step stairs? Oh God! Just play the part of. Just skip to a part of the video. Let's have a listen. Fucking hell! Let's take it away from that. We've got so many episodes to go through.
I know. I need to do Christmas shopping today. Good luck with that.
And welcome
Oh,
back
what the
Oh.
fuck?
to the OCP.
God,
Sorry, it was playing. I didn't realise.
what a knobhead!
The original cop.
God, you sound so
The original
different.
cock.
The original cock. You sound so different as well.
Yeah,
It's
it's
only a
probably going to
year
be a little
ago.
bit more muffled though, because it's through Bluetooth.
Oh,
but-
might be.
Amount of time.
Yeah, it's got lovely little lights in there.
No, it was just done over Discord.
Hang on,
What?
is this the right episode?
I don't know.
Collab? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
That's right then.
Just fucking play it.
Some foam tiles.
This is very-
Lovely.
What was that?
Very yes, you like this.
Oh my God.
What was that?
I was trying to do a little voice, but it came out like a gremlin.
Right.
Forgot about that.
Okay, I didn't even know we did that.
This is just going to show us up to be like, yeah, we don't actually know what we've said in the past.
Of course not.
You can cancel us right now.
No, we cut out the one that you could cancel it. Right, so where are you skipping
I've
to?
skipped 1 hour 5 minutes.
1 hour. That was that's halfway.
Yeah, literally.
Shit, we did a big episode with them.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Pretty much what I had. I've sent him get the best deal for
Yeah.
your money.
Okay, this was
Right.
going on about bang for your buck. And I only know this because I listened to this one yesterday
Okay.
in prep.
Yeah.
Um,
the whole thing.
The whole thing.
Fuck me.
Yeah, I've got no life, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we were talking about the American sayings
Yeah.
and what they meant, and they asked us bang for your buck, and I said, "Let's get the best deal for your money."
Okay.
And you
Fair
had
enough.
something on the similar lines.
I think I would have done
yeah,
because I kind of know what I meant.
but I'm surprised there were a few on there that I didn't know that I know now, and I don't know whether that's because of this episode that I now know it, or whether I've remembered because it was like jonesing. Do you know what that means?
No.
So jonesing means you've got like a craving for something, like you're hankering for something. But I thought it was along the lines of, "Oh, I'm just joshing about."
No,
you
'cause
know?
that's called joshing.
Yeah, yeah. But
That's why I'm so funny.
So I fucking love that.
That is good.
So yeah, and I got it wrong, but the vast majority of them I got right. So in your face, mate.
If you're talking about me, I think I got more right than you did in this episode.
No, you didn't.
I think I did.
You didn't.
There
mate.
was.
I listened to it yesterday.
There was.
mate.
I don't
You
believe
didn't.
you. I don't
All right, then.
believe you. I don't believe you.
Believe what you want, mate.
I'm believing that
You're believing the wrong thing.
I remember you hesitating and struggling at some really good ones, and I was like, oh, I know what that is. I know what that one is.
Yeah, well, that would mean you won the
I-
vast majority.
No, I didn't mean we were not competing.
There was a point actually where you said, "Are we versus each other?" Because fuck Alex or something like that.
Sounds about right. What a champ.
So I'm going to skip ahead to 1 hour 33.
Okay.
Does it mean you're gonna head out? You're leaving?
No, unfortunately not. It means I've got nothing.
Oh, you're on about Nout
Oh, Nout.
on
Okay.
that point.
Yeah.
I realise that the vast majority of this is us just on about words.
Yeah.
So it's not particularly
Just
like,
go listen.
enthralling to listen back to, but unless you're
Just-
obviously listening to it for the first time,
I think you've just heard.
just thrown more shade at the Queen of Grass there. Sorry, ladies.
Fucking hell.
That came out wrong. Let's go to the end because that's when we were asked what would you do? Not would you rather.
Would you
I don't like the
rather?
situation, but I think it's the lesser of two evils because I don't think I would be a responsible adult with penises on my hands. That's my verdict on that.
All right. I
Not
like
to
your
mention the
thinking.
mess. Jesus Christ.
Oh my
You imagine-
god!
What, eating like nachos?
No, I was on about spunking
Oh,
everywhere.
you dirty fuck. Why didn't that come to my head first? Oh, wait, that's because I'm not a moron. I'm not a sperm guzzling lover like you. I don't know. Just had to say it.
Oh jeez, Christ. Okay.
You'd love like barbecue wings, wouldn't you? Just an excuse to put a penis in your mouth. Oh no, I've got to lick the sauce
Barbecue
off.
wangs.
Barbecue wangs.
Should we listen to what the anus was and see what that
We've
is?
got so many episodes to do.
We can cut bits anyway.
Oh, okay, that's right. Go on then.
My phone charger.
You
around yours.
can suck the fattest dicks. You ain't getting that back.
That's great. Right, we'll move on.
Yep.
So
There he is.
Well, the third, but second episode that we did in 2022 was The Amazing Impersonator featuring Chris
Fucking hell.
Griggo.
The two first episodes of the year we got guests on.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy. And it's going to end with a big guest as well.
Hell
the-
fucking yeah.
It was a big guest sandwich for the OCP.
2022, in terms of guests, we smashed it.
We did. We started on a high and we ended on a high.
Yeah. It was mental. Right, let's get into this one. Oh,
God, that's not changed.
it's so long as well because that's the 30-second
That's
version.
the long one as well.
Let's skip ahead to 43 minutes.
Okay.
show, like kind of manic, kind of like I've got so much to tell you what I've been doing to you this whole show, that kind of thing.
Well, the
So,
fuck's
you
he
know,
been doing to us this whole show? Oh my God.
I thought
Chris.
I hurt a bit.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And joining us today is Chris Griggo with dick fingers.
Oh, jeez.
doesn't sound just a bit like him, or people say that it's like they did one yesterday, or whatever day. Yeah, it's kind of like basically it was an IT crowd one. It was Moss. Someone says it needs to be more nasally, but when you look at Richard Iwan,
This is him talking about people's criticism of his voices.
Yeah.
I see. I do remember something.
There we go. Yeah, he
Yeah.
was actually talking about that. But all of his impressions are fucking bang
They were
on. They are so
incredible.
good.
Yeah.
And we are getting Chris Griggo back on this year. I have been in chats with him.
Yep.
And yeah, we're getting something sorted. So keep your ears open.
Not only that, but Mr. Griggo is going to be joining us on the in-person Copycats
Yes.
recordings as well.
Yes, he will be. Which is very exciting because he's a great guy.
Fuck's sake.
Reference to something else there. Right, let's skip ahead to
It's a
1
reference
hour.
to Alex introducing him to the podcast as a great guy. I don't
Yeah.
know, you just beat around the bush around it, you fuck.
Well, it's not in this one. That's why it was in a different one. But we'll get to it. 1 hour 16.
I like that about a podcast.
I think that's the key thing, isn't it? Because, like, you know, it's getting to know the personalities behind the podcast. So it's like, I listen to Alice James and John Robbins, and they're great. And I think if you just showed a clip to somebody from their show, they just think, like, this is not funny at all, this is awful. But
that is what Chris has just said there, by the way, is if you randomly show clips of a podcast that people don't know, they think they're unfunny. We're doing the exact same. We're going through and just showing clips. Oh my God, what
The irony of that. Chris has just fucked the OCP.
Thanks, Chris. Fuck you. If you just show clips of people that are unfunny and then we're just going through best of 2022 showing clips.
Oh dear. Right, well, in that case, we'll just talk about it.
I've just realised as well, this is the end of 2022. We're going to have to add to this before you upload it because we can't physically talk. We can talk about episode the 24th.
Yeah.
Shit, cut that out.
It's fine.
Cut that out. Cut that out. Okay, no, that's going in the bin. Don't even archive that. That was straight up
blob.
stupidity. Yeah. It's like, we can't talk about it because it's going to be a spoiler. This is coming out January 1st.
This is the trouble.
Literally
with time travel.
6 days after. Yeah. Oh, sorry.
It's all right. I get it as well. I make mistakes.
Yep.
So, So with Chris Griggo, it was awesome to have him on because not only did I watch his TikToks and I was like, wow, this guy can fucking do impressions. And his... What?
Just how do well, you said that. This guy can do fucking impressions. Like, not, he does really good fucking impressions. It's like, this guy does fucking impressions.
Got my respect.
Yeah.
And his David Mitchell was out of this world.
It was good.
I was amazed by that. And all of his other ones. I mean, he did Stephen Merchant.
Yeah.
What?
That was class.
That was mental.
so
Him
good.
talking about how the reproductive system
Yeah.
works as Stephen Merchant. I will never forget that.
No. And I was listening, this is another drop. I've recently started listening to a podcast I spoke to you about called Inside of You with Michael Rosenbaum.
Yes.
And Stephen Merchant was on that.
Yeah.
And even in that episode, so I'm listening
You
to
were like,
Stephen
fuck
Merchant.
me, this sounds like Chris
See, it
Griggo.
sounds like Chris Griggo. Yeah. You know, I'm not even joking.
Really?
I was listening to it and I was
That's
like,
mad.
fuck, I was listening to certain things that Stephen was saying in the interview. And I was like, I could picture Chris Griggo saying that
It's just-
perfectly.
he's picked up on all the mannerisms.
Yeah,
really,
everything
really
about
well.
it is perfect.
Yeah. So big up to Chris Griggo.
Yeah.
Go and check him out. I think he's taking a little bit of a hiatus at the moment. But
He did upload a cover not a few days ago. I did see that, I think.
Oh, did he?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, that's my bad.
Yeah, I mean, he probably still took a hiatus, but he just started uploading.
Yeah, I just didn't know when he'd started again. But go and check him out anyway, regardless, because he is a very talented guy and a great guy, as I said. So yeah, go and do that.
Also do that to the Greener Grass podcast as well.
Oh yeah.
Nah, fuck him. Fuck
Sorry,
him.
this is what happens when I don't script things. I forget to mention certain things. I like in the Yule Lads.
Yeah.
I wanted to say about like leaving a 5-star review because you got to do that, and it's a bit wanky, but you need to include it. And I forgot on a couple of them, and I was like, for fuck's sake! So I had to make sure to include it. But it's because that doesn't make any sense because I scripted them and I still forgot.
There you go then. There you go.
I'm just a fucking idiot.
So the unscriptedness gives us golden moments, like Chris Griggo just ironically saying how unfunny it is to show clips of podcasts, and then we're doing it. We couldn't have done that if it was scripted.
No.
All right, number 3.
The third episode that we did was a little catch up. Now, this was just a generic chat, so there wasn't
Okay.
really anything to take away from this, apart from we moved to Acast as
Yep.
a host site, which listeners probably don't give a shit about, to be honest, because they don't
Okay.
understand it. It's just fair enough.
Didn't mean to.
And we're in a studio now.
And we're in our studio that we painted and padded up. It's just literally a room under my stairs.
Yeah, which, to be fair, is fucking awesome, because
It's
you can
not bad.
hear the sound quality difference.
Yeah,
when
it's
you
not
listen
bad.
back. Yeah.
It's
And-
not finished, but I think, to be honest with you, I don't know how far we want to get before we try and look for an
This
upgrade
is
again.
what I'm
Anyway,
thinking. It's like, what's
Yeah.
the point?
I kind of like
It's good enough.
It's good enough, and I just think since the collab with Jack and Robbie,
Yeah.
we've seen what superb quality can give. And
Mate,
like
that
th-
studio was
room,
amazing.
oh, mate. So yeah, I think there's no point in obviously playing that episode, so that's why we can talk a little bit more about it. But yeah, I don't think there's much more we need to do to this room because, in all honesty, we want to move on.
It's not going to get any better anyway.
No.
Just for us putting a curtain up and fixing a couple of holes in the roof.
No.
So yeah.
Exactly. So there we go. That was the catch up.
So that was a little catch up. Not much else to say. It was just literally just talking. So the one after that was Conspiracies with Dave.
Oh, Dave.
Unofficial third member.
The unofficial third member. He has helped us in recent times with reverse words.
Yes. Fucking hell. What a godsend Dave is, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just going to suck him off a little bit here. Dave has been such a fucking help to us lately, and we really do appreciate it. With him doing all the work for reverse words, he's been there for me behind the scenes, helping out on feedback for episodes and ideas for things, and he's just a top fucking guy. And yeah, just know, Dave, we appreciate you, and you're welcome on whenever you fucking want.
Love you, Dave.
Yeah. But the conspiracy theories episode was really good as well. I mean, I felt like I feel like Dave carried that one, to be fair, because he came to the pod with the stuff about oh god, what's the fucking film called? The Exorcist.
Yeah.
And he had all this background info on that, and I felt like I had nothing, because I was talking about jack shit, really. And
I can't remember the episode.
no, well, there you go. So it can't have been that good.
No, it was good.
Dave, you're fucking shit, mate.
Just play a little bit. Let me just remind myself. Let me just close my eyes.
I thought you said clear your eyes.
Let me clear my eyes.
Your pride and joy. So
God,
That is true.
So bad.
yeah,
That's very good, actually.
and he's
This is the trouble with doing it over Zoom, though, isn't it? You get that muffly quality.
Yeah.
had a sparkler in his. So
Oh! Do you
What?
remember the anus story?
What?
That guy that shoved a fucking sparkler up his knob.
Oh, yes, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
And
just
then
reminded me.
it burnt the inside of his knob or something.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I remember. Thank you for that.
I was mental, and I thought he had it the other way up. And it was like...
What, he lit it and then put it in his
yeah.
knob?
And then I was like, oh, God, that made my dick go a bit weird.
Yeah,
that.
can we move on from that, please? Make me feel weird.
The amount of production days and the final cost. Actress Ellen Burstyn, who played Regan's mother, has been quoted as saying there was an enormous amount of deaths connected with the film, and has stated that there were 9 deaths connected to the movie in all.
Yeah, we can't not have him in person now because I kept thinking he said desks instead of deaths. There was 9 desks.
The desks assist.
I just see it. We need to make a skit out of that. Just desks slowly moving in a room.
Got a sheet on it. Whoa, no! It's tablecloth.
Just dramatically looks back at the person like, and then looks back to the desks and they've moved a foot. Like, oh no. Just one of them's holding a knife.
Oh,
Sorry.
dear.
Sorry.
That's funny.
Carry on.
So yeah, he spoke about The Exorcist, as we've
Yeah.
just established.
Yeah. Desks.
I don't know what else we spoke about.
I'm afraid I can't get it any bigger than that, but
Oh, Dave, you flatter us. I've just found a flaw with this plan of skipping to multiple parts of the podcast is that there is no context. From what?
It's just a reminder, really.
That's yeah, but I still can't fucking remember. I can't fucking remember. He's talking about making something. He can't make it any bigger.
Maybe we just talk about it then instead.
You're gonna have to remind me about the episode.
Okay, I'm gonna have to try and.
I
really
mean, still
think.
play some of
mean,
them because it's caught some funny moments.
I've listened to these so many times through
Yeah.
editing and stuff, so I should know.
You will know. It's more for
The
me. I think
episodes.
we were doing it for me.
I think there we were talking about images that we'd found on Google.
Okay.
So we'd done a few searches for like flat Earth and stuff like this, I think. But we
Oh,
were
was
trying
that
to
where we were
find-
trying to find sexy flat Earth?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
thick flat Earth and that.
I found a good one. I think for that. I think
Yeah.
we put it up on stories. I can't remember.
But we also had Dick Bird. if
Dick
you remember.
Bird. Oh my god, that was
And we
what a
made,
staple piece of the podcast.
we
I
made-
sent loads of pictures on Discord of Dick Birds.
and it was just like little black birds, but with massive dicks.
With massive schlongs. Yeah. There was one with like one stood on a dick.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that was what that was about, and I think Dave couldn't get the picture any bigger than what he had.
Oh, so my joke was relevant then. It was about dicks.
Yeah, actually it was.
There you go.
The last little bit then. It's all.
Do you want to know if
really.
Dickie Bird was married?
No. So, yeah, we'll get you on for a part 2. And
Married to cricket.
Dickie.
what?
He was married to cricket.
To cricket.
Yeah, he loved
The
cricket.
Sport.
Yeah,
Dick Bird is an actor known for Ted Mac Family Hour.
yeah.
Apparently.
You're just like, yeah, shut the fuck up, mate.
It's my statement, Dave. I'm talking about Dickie Bird.
Oh dear. Right, let's move on.
Next.
Next episode. So that was a fucking great one anyway.
We're 4 into we're not doing the Yule Lads.
We'll skip the All Lads. We'll just do it as one section. So the one after that was actually Chris Grego again.
He's back.
But this time we spoke about Yahoo Answers and tried to answer some of the questions that were sent on there.
Okay.
And I believe it didn't really turn out exactly how I wanted it to, but they rarely do, to be fair. I have a picture of how the episode's going to go. It never goes that way because it's just so shitly organised.
Why did you just break there? What was that?
Because I literally said it was so shit.
Sorry, Chris. Your episode number 2 was dog shite.
Oh dear! Let's play a little bit of it.
If like a bloody have,
Yeah.
fuck's sake,
Gee, I'm
know.
so sorry. I didn't mean to offend.
makes me sick.
I
Right,
think you
we
might
should
have to
had a friend
rewind a little
request
bit
from
for
Ace.
that. Just give that bit of context, I think.
Please do.
Oh,
I've seen
I
a lot
thought you
so
meant-
far, but let's go for it.
I thought you meant the spider puss puss. I didn't think you meant.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I thought-
I think we have to rewind a bit more.
I think we have to go back a little bit more here. Spider Puss Puss.
So I found 29
Oh,
of the
God.
strangest Yahoo answers. I'm not going to read all of
Okay.
them because some of them are shite
Okay.
and not funny at all. But the caption that that comes with this article, it's a BuzzFeed article, by the way.
Okay. Of
So it's
course.
not going to be great.
Yeah.
The caption that comes with it is, "Does Spider have puss puss?"
The spider up.
Okay, there's our context. All right, so that was the beginning of the Yahoo Answers. Spider Puss Puss. And I think that was one of the things I searched up as well. I think I did look for Spider Puss Puss.
That's funny.
But yeah, spiders do have bussies.
Always a tight fit though.
Yeah, the males use their, I don't know if I'm saying it right, but the peniples. No, similar.
Tentacles,
No, they got
testicles.
their claws on the front of their one of their feet, and I think
yeah.
they insert that into the
Oh my
female.
God.
They insert that into the pussy, the spider pussy, the sussy,
Sussy Barker.
the puss puss.
Yeah, just say the fucking name correctly, though. So
Sorry.
it's fine. Unbelievable. It's
Darren Brown.
Darren, not Darren. Thank you.
Right. So, my bro hasn't had his first period yet. Should I be worried?
Wait, bro, as in man.
Oh yeah, we got Chris to answer the questions
In his voices.
characters.
Yeah,
didn't
yeah,
Yeah, that was what the context of things were.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's coming back.
Bro. Yeah.
Oh God. Okay, carry on. Sorry.
I thought you said bro as in nan.
My nan
What?
in the late 70s hasn't had her period yet.
I love the idea of someone talking to a nan saying like, "Oh, bro, nice to see you. Happy 90th."
Yeah, that's
You
what
know.
I was thinking.
Oh man, this is just a day of being hurt. Like my face hurts, my eyes hurt, my stomach hurts.
Couldn't have been that fucking bad, mate. Apparently, we laughed a lot.
Yeah. No, don't get me wrong. The episodes always turn out as bangers,
Yeah,
but they're never how I envisaged them to be.
envisage,
Yeah, that is a word.
envision
No, envisage.
sounds wrong.
It's a word.
Sounds like you're slurring your words. Sounds like-
No, but, oh.
Why did you think we were talking about a fucking nan?
I don't know.
What was
I
that?
honestly, I have no idea what
Is
the
that what you
context
call
was.
your nan? Do you walk into your nan's house? Well, all right, bruv. Like, give her that fucking.
Spider Puss Puss. So the one after that
Yeah.
was a little catch up. Our trip to Norwich.
Oh,
This is when it all fucking began.
oh my
mate.
God. The lead up to the Christmas special nearly without Stevie,
Yeah.
though. That was the only downside. Yeah, without Stevie.
We won't
Our
go into
first
detail
trip to
about
Norwich.
it properly because we obviously did on this one.
Yeah,
And
that's
we
what
said
literally the whole
we'd never mention it again.
Well, yeah, but then we've made mad strides in the right direction.
We have done a madness, as KSI would say.
Yeah.
Rah. So
Sorry, you said Ra, and I just thought of Lady Gaga's song.
I thought of Will Smith at the start of the YouTube
Ra. There's that.
Fortnite. So get your fucking take.
Spit it out, brother. What are you talking about? He's just.
Get my fucking wife's name.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Rah.
Ra. Ra.
That's hot. That's when he's watching somebody else fuck her. So
Oh my God. Why are you slating Will Smith in this fucking episode? Welcome to 2023, everybody. Okay, go on.
So yeah, we just chatted about what we did in Norwich, really.
Yeah.
So that was about it. The one after that, mental health myths.
Yeah.
So I found out that it was Mental Health Awareness Week,
Mhm.
and I thought I'd just jump on that and talk
Just
about.
jump on the bandwagon, did you? Just want
I
to get a few
literally-
extra likes?
I literally said that in the episode,
That's disgraceful.
but it's not like I made a joke out of it. You know, I did genuinely want to address some of the issues on there because, as somebody that's gone through some shit in their past, I felt like I could relate to some of it.
25 still got
And-
bedtime. Sorry.
Still wear pajamas, mate.
I'm sat here in pajamas.
You don't sleep in them. You
Mine-
get changed into them.
A Marvel. No, I got out of bed and put pajamas on. It's a very weird
Slept
concept.
in a suit.
Yeah.
Fucking weird, mate.
Yeah, 3-piece. Fucking great. Yeah, it's Marvel pajamas.
It's nice.
Yeah. Thank you. I don't know what you said this no for.
So after the mental health myths episode,
Yeah.
we moved on to our I want to say third collab with Zesty Life Hacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
think,
think we
so.
did two.
Two in 2021.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it would be. Yeah. So third collab.
Didn't we have another two in 2022 as well? Or was this just
We
one?
didn't do two. No, we only did one.
Oh.
And this was Google Feud,
Yes. I loved Google
Um,
Feud.
which I spelt the fucking word feud wrong on the advertisement.
What, double OD?
No, I
Google Food.
I, I spelt it wrong, but the E and the U the wrong way around.
Oh.
So it's like Google Feud.
Feed.
Yeah. So this was an interesting episode because I think I was actually a bit pissed off on this one.
Was you?
Yeah,
What,
I
because we
wouldn't
didn't
really,
like you?
You were going in on me on this
I
episode.
do it so often.
You
I
do.
can't.
But yeah, I think if what I remember from it, there was a vibe. Like I was just really quiet,
Yeah.
and I think it was because
It was a bliss episode then.
the
All right.
the episode idea didn't work out the way I wanted it to. I think I can't remember.
It was a point-based game, so it was doing a point-based game over a podcast.
Yeah, but the initial we changed it. I think at the last minute or something, and it just didn't go the way I wanted it to. And my fucking perfection brain went into overdrive, and I was like, "Ah, fuck this then," and I went really quiet.
I think you did, yeah.
Yeah.
I vaguely remember. We're not going to go into too much of it.
No, but Tom messaged me afterwards, and he was like, "Were you all right?" Because I think we annoyed you, and I was like, "No, it's fine."
You just need to fucking grow up.
Well, this was May, so I think I've matured since then.
You've had a birthday.
All right, fucking shut up, mate.
You still get so defensive, though.
If I'm passionate.
Yeah, we need to get that out of you. You can be passionate, just don't let it overcome all of your emotions.
I blame my parents.
I blame you. You're
Cheers.
25 years old, you fuck.
I don't fuck.
Oh, no, you don't.
So
My little virgin. Sorry.
great. So we had Zesties on, and it was a good episode. Like there was nothing wrong with it. It was just me being a moody fuck.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
And
It was actually a really good episode.
It was, and I'll hold my hands up to that.
I
So-
think it got to a point as well where I might have sensed it, and I just kept rolling with it.
Yeah,
It's
you,
good.
You definitely took over.
For guests, it's awkward to push you after a certain limit. But I think for me, is I know that it will never go to a point of no return.
No.
So I know that I can push it and like just completely brush past the point that you're pissed off.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that about our friendship because I know there's no risks. I know there isn't even physically something in our lives that I could say that would push it over the limit anyway.
No.
No, I don't think so.
I don't
And
think
it's the
so.
same this way as well. So I think like you made the joke on the fucking Christmas special for the first time ever on the podcast. You made a fat joke and it landed and it was class as fuck. And
Yeah.
that was point proven there that there's nothing we could say to each other that would push us to a point of no return.
No.
And yeah, on this episode, good example of it. I think I felt probably it got to a point where Alex is just shit today. So I'm just like, fuck it, we'll just go in and I'll just roll with it. And I was the host for this episode,
Yeah.
I think, anyway.
I think you were.
Yeah, because I was reading it out. I was doing the quiz on my PC whilst.
Yeah,
You were doing
you
it.
were. I still voted at the end in that with the questions,
Yeah,
but I think I started to lighten up towards the end.
yeah.
But
But
yeah,
we were just going. I think even Tom had a few rips into you, like off of the back of some of my jokes.
He did.
I
yeah.
felt like you did.
Yeah.
There
And
we
this
go.
was actually the episode where Hardy came on,
Yeah.
and he wasn't meant to originally.
No, it
But
wasn't.
then he joined us, and we realised he'd hit puberty,
Yeah.
and his voice was like, "No, Daddy, yeah, no."
Yeah, that child. Oh, that's a bit wrong, isn't it? he was a man. That's say that. He was a bloke.
The fucking geezer.
Fucking geezer came on. He's like, "Yeah, give me the fucking feud." Sorry, Arnie. Okay, next.
So the one after that was, what would you do if, right? You woke up as an animal.
Yeah,
Now
class.
we've done what would you do ifs before this
Yeah,
in 2021,
yeah.
but this one I think was
The-
my favourite.
I think it was the best one because
Yeah.
what we take from a concept. So I think, not to take the credit too much, but I came up with the what would you do off idea.
Yeah.
Then the ideas were a combination of the team coming together at the time and throwing ideas in there, mostly me and you. And then on the day, I think we came up with the idea as like, right, so what animal do we wake up as? We don't want it to be generic dog, cat, because I think that's going to be very basic.
Yeah.
So what do? We find a list of like 200 animals. We randomly scroll through and we just pick one.
Yeah.
And that was class. And that added to, because we didn't know the animals, that meant we had to guess what animal we were, like what species. I think you said you were a water.
I was
based.
a
You were a sea cow.
Stella's sea cow.
Stella sea cow. And we guessed that it was a water-based.
Yeah, just because
thing.
of the sea.
And it wasn't. I don't think it was it.
It was,
Oh,
but
it
it was
was.
not what I thought.
I think.
Because I thought, well, I didn't think, but obviously I just played up to it. But I made it to be this cow that came into the water after a mermaid gave it fins or something,
Yeah.
and then it raced black marlin fish.
Yeah, because I had to
with its
search up what the
massive ears.
fastest fucking fish
Yeah.
was. Yeah.
And then you had, it turned out to be like a walrus type thing.
Yeah, that was wiped out.
Yeah,
by the
it
human
got killed
race.
within like the 20 years it was discovered in.
Yeah. The humans wiped it out
Yeah.
quick.
And then you had, do you remember?
I can't remember what I was. I'm trying to think.
You had an olm.
An olm. I thought it was an axolotl.
No, you said about an axolotl
Yeah,
on
I
there.
mentioned axolotl.
But yeah, you thought a bird. It was a bird.
Yeah. Oh,
Which is-
yeah.
which was interesting actually, because you said at the start of the episode that wouldn't it be funny if you chose an animal and you thought it was like a bird or something, and it turned out to be like a sea creature.
Yeah, no, mine
right?
was.
And it literally was.
Yeah. That's what I
And-
wanted for. I think the good thing about what would you do if you woke up as an animal is that
Yeah.
that on its own is a recurring series.
Yeah, because you could do many.
We could literally do like we've done ours now. We throw that at guests next time they come on.
Yeah.
Like after we've done the first one, the initial interview, whatever, which we're not actually doing now. We're not doing guesting, even if they've only been on once. They're not being interviewed. It's just going to be OCP based.
Yeah,
fun.
we're not interviewers.
Yeah,
we've just
so-
we've established that with the ones we've had this year.
Yeah. I think we just throw that question at them now. That'll be our recurring thing. Is after we've done the anus with them for the first time, the second time they come on, what would you do if you woke up as a brrr, tell me when to stop? Bang! What a cunt. Sorry. I don't know why. So an Olm is an animal I didn't know existed. So I was then trying to think of a word that I didn't think existed, and I just thought of water cunt.
Well, water cunt he was.
Yay.
Hey. But yeah,
the Olm was a cunt.
He
as
was
well, yeah.
curb stomping
Curb
kids.
stomping children, cheating on his wife. I think he did.
Well, he just he snapped the neck of the husband Olm, and then
yeah.
like got the other one to send a message. Whilst the other one was in its neck still, so it was like, what? I can send a message. It was such a weird episode.
I
but-
really want to throw that at guests now. I
Yeah.
think next time we have Zesties on, next time we have Greener Grass on, Chris Griggo, Ikmap even.
yeah.
Just be like, look, Jen, this could take the whole episode, but I'm willing to risk it. What would you do? I've got a list in front of me. I just need you to tell me to stop. Okay, stop now. And then whatever I've got, I'm just be like, what would you do if you woke up like this? And then just let them roll with it. See if they take it the same way we did.
Yeah, that would be class. But yeah, you turned out to be like a salamander.
Yeah, that's
So-
it. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and then after that, when we did another What Would You Do If straight afterwards,
Yeah.
and we did What Would You Do If You Were Stranded at Sea,
Oh yeah,
right? Which was a fucking good episode
that
as
was
well.
a good episode as well. Yeah,
Because you were trying to take it a bit more seriously.
and you
By-
just wasn't.
I was not.
No.
I couldn't think of anything in the boat because you were like, oh yeah, we've got this bit of rope and a stick so that you could go fishing.
Yeah.
And you got other things in the boat like a first aid kit and stuff like this.
Yeah.
Whereas I'm just like,
Doing pull-ups.
I'll find a fucking Stella Sea cow, mate, and get it to...
Yeah.
I kept going on about my knob or something. Like,
I'll find the hardest coconut and just kick its ass. That's what I would have. If I wasn't being so serious,
yeah,
I would have found the hardest coconut, kicked its ass to show a message to the rest of the block.
curb stomped its fucking leaf.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Are you watching, you fuckers? I'm the toughest cunt on this island now, bitch.
I'm Coco Nuts. And yeah, we'll move on. So that was just me doing pull-ups in trees, trying to be
Yeah.
Oliver Queen. And
Yeah.
then you're like, yeah, I'm just spearfishing, mate.
Yeah. What are you doing over there? Fucking Oliver Queen.
I wasn't fucking Oliver Queen.
No.
I would, but yeah.
Stephen.
I'd give him my arrow
Please stop it.
in a flash.
Next one. Damn, you're a super girl.
Hey.
Hey, that was terrible. I leave the puns to you. Can you please next one, please?
So the one after that was answering Reddit's most burning questions. Now we
But not
moved-
to us.
No. We moved on to a segment of where we were just going to do a fuck ton of Reddit content,
Yeah.
which lasted two
One episode.
episodes or
Oh.
one episodes, I think. Yeah, one episode.
We'll go back to it.
We will go back. It's good to have segments that we can
Yeah.
go back to.
We've got a few right now.
Yeah, we got plenty. So yeah, this one was actually really funny because we didn't know what was going to come up. It was similar to the stupid questions with Chris Griggo
Yeah.
in the sense of like we didn't know what the answers, what the questions were going to be, so we had to sort of go off on a what's the expression?
Tangent.
No.
Then you're on your fucking own then,
we
mate.
just had to, I was going to say go out on a limb, but that's not the thing. Yeah, we just had to wing it, basically. So I don't actually remember any of the questions from this episode,
No, can't be that important.
but
then.
we'll
Next.
move on then because it was just us, so it's not that
Yeah.
interesting.
This is our recap, just to show how happy we are. I can't wait until we get towards the end of the year, to be honest.
Yeah,
Everything
we're
big.
getting there. We're getting there. We are on June.
We're not getting there.
We're halfway, mate.
That's been an hour.
Yeah, halfway. Fucking 2 hours.
Okay.
So, this
Are
one
you
is
having lunch
called-
here then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't know what the laugh was.
Yeah. I've realised Kelsey's going to hate me for this. You can keep this in or cut it. It's up to you. But Kelsey does this thing that if she'd ask me about my work,
Yeah.
and sometimes my days are really boring, okay? And I had one day where I couldn't get in to do my collection at a certain time. Yeah.
Right.
And she does this nervous thing, like she's worried about asking me certain things. Like, I didn't mean it to come across like this.
Are you okay?
No, but she'll ask me, like, so did you do the delivery or the collection? And I was a bit moody that morning, but when she did that, like, you know me, I like being awkward. And
Yeah.
I know that she felt awkward in that situation. That's why she did the awkward laugh. So
Yeah.
instead of just letting it go past, I was like, why the fuck did you laugh so awkwardly? So Aunt joke is now is like she'll come in, she'll be like, "Did you have a good day?" Or a really bad one. And that's my joke to her now. And it does make her actually laugh, so that's funny. That's the best bit. I get a natural laugh out of it. But it was just like, "Did you do the collection? Or the delivery?" I was like, "What the fuck?"
Well,
yeah, you can keep that in. For
the next episode
yeah, oh yeah.
is would you buy these bizarre books?
Did you actually put on there?
No.
Oh, thank God.
It's literally that one.
Oh God, is that just a you on your own?
Yeah, so
okay,
this
skip that.
This was, I think, one of the first proper episodes I did on my own.
Yeah.
So I had the mental health myths one,
Yeah.
and the positive news with Alex one from 2020.
Yeah.
But this one was like just me being me.
That's why I did so shit.
I actually did really well.
I know it did. It was a joke.
Oh.
Did you do really well? Or really bad? Sorry. Love you, Kels.
So they were fucking weird, these books. Like they had some bizarre titles.
Yeah.
Like images that are hard to masturbate to. Or no, it was images that you shouldn't masturbate to. And one of the comments on the book was some of these were hard but not impossible.
I like that guy.
But you can buy every single one of these on Amazon. And they're fucking weird. Like teach your cat about gun safety.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah. Or but you're a horse, and it was like 50 Shades of Nay or something. And you're like,
I turned off at that point.
So it was really good, and it was so good that you had to do 2 parts because there were like fucking loads of these cunts. But in between those 2 episodes, we did episode 46. We ask, are they the asshole?
That was good.
That was good
That was good.
because we actually had some very interesting opinions on things.
Yeah.
I think there were a couple of things we disagreed on.
Yeah.
Um,
Was that one that you got defensive on?
I don't think so.
I'm trying to remember which ones now.
I think the major
Which
one
ones
that-
did we have to have a private chat about afterwards?
TikTok X we had to definitely, which we'll get to.
Yeah.
'Cause that's not too far away now. So asking if they are the asshole, that's another thing that we can come back to
Yeah,
and do again.
that is
'cause
good.
it was just content,
Yeah.
and it's good.
Reddit's good for that. I
Yeah,
think when
yeah.
we start doing more in video content
Mm.
that isn't scripted, we can go back like we were doing with fucking 5-minute crafts and stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
We can do Are They the Arsehole?
Yeah.
Because that'd be good.
But yeah, again, I don't really remember any of the questions from this one. The one after that was we decide on strange dilemmas. Now I remember this one that there was some fucking weird questions on this.
Yeah, I'm
And-
trying to remember.
It wasn't like moral dilemmas. It was just would you rathers, but they were fucking weird. I can't remember what site it was on, or else I'd show you. But yeah,
Pornhub.
oh, mate, dick or no dick? That's the one with Noel Edmonds in it.
They just phone him up. He answers the phone. Dick? No. Just hangs up.
Oh, look, I've got the wanker on the phone.
Mum, I said don't phone this number. I'm at work.
So after the Strange Dilemmas one, we had the Bizarre Books Part 2, which again, just very similar to the first one. But then, can you guess what was after this one?
I yawned. After what one?
After the Bizarre Books Part 2,
What was the date?
the 12th of July.
What the fuck happened on the 12th of July? What did we do?
It's a big thing for us because it's something that we've now adopted as our own thing. Hey, will you stop?
We've adopted as our own.
Yeah,
Reverse words.
it was.
Hey!
Reverse words, mate. What a fucking banging
That
idea.
was so good.
And I'd
That's
love
the-
to claim that it was original, but obviously it was Chris Moyles that
Yeah.
done it, the way we got it from.
Please
But
play a segment of it.
let's have a look.
I just want one whole. Just skipped.
Okay, we're going to 34 minutes, 23 seconds.
Please be the beginning of a reverse words. That's what they say.
What I think, yeah. Okay. So what we're going to do is
This is the actual beginning of the reverse
that
words.
is, yeah, because we did 34 minutes worth of anus.
Oh my god, that's why we don't do it anymore. the whole fucking Jack and Robbie episode was just anus.
48 minutes.
48 minutes of anus.
To be fair, the anus on this episode was fucking hilarious because it was about James something or other, and he was the one that was in I Love My Dad.
It started that
directed it.
off.
Yeah, which I'm going to buy, by the way.
We're going to have to watch it. We're going to have to record ourselves watching it.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Great.
Okay.
Jesus.
So, I'm glad I've learned how to do volume on things now.
Fucking terrified me.
First phrase is this.
Okay, whose is this? Mine or yours?
This can be yours.
Okay.
Now, do you remember what this was? It's not it.
No, I don't remember what it was.
I'm pretty sure it was the original Copycats podcast.
Do you know what's it? Do you know what's more annoying? Is now I know what it is. I can hear it clear as day. That it actually does sound like the original Copycats
just
podcast.
didn't get it still.
No, and we just oh my god, it sounds like absolute gibberish when we're listening in the moment. Oh, that's class.
That's
Okay.
why it works so well.
It does.
Tom, if you're listening, the next time you... Oh, here we go.
Is this it? See, love, na 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 na.
See, Lufax.
See what I mean? It sounds like
it.
That is a staple
great.
piece. We need that on a shirt.
I like the fact that the next episode that Tom and Hardy did, they actually played that.
Did they?
Yeah. That's class.
Brilliant.
Oh, so yeah.
Lufax.
That was Reverse Words, part 1. And then after that, we did movie scripts written by a robot.
That was funny.
Fuck me.
Oh my god. I think we genuinely cried with laughter on that episode.
So funny.
That was so good.
I'm going to try and find some more.
Yeah.
Because they are hilarious.
Because it came from the Batman storyline, didn't it? Didn't the computer generate a Batman script?
Yeah.
And that was funny on its own. And then you looked for some more and you just found some absolute golden ones.
It was just, it was the voices we were doing as well.
I can't remember. You have to play a little bit of it just to remind me. And hopefully the listeners at home get a little reminder as well.
Question's good, or I'll explode into spiders.
Jesus Christ.
Is the president downloading Russian spies into his son?
2 things. 1, if Russia is...
Do you remember the Cars one?
The Transformers one. Shia LaBeouf out of there.
turns into DVD Cars 1 turns into DVD Cars 2. Or something like that.
Won't put it past it at this point.
Can you try and find that? I know it's going to be
It's
a pain
right
to
at the
edit
start.
out. Well,
I don't think there's
the
any
Transformers
anus.
one.
Yeah.
Well, there's a few characters, so I think we just...
I think we might have to listen to this whole
there's
one here a
more.
second, even if it's just for us.
So me and you... I will be the repeat character, bitch.
Post day.
Post day, yeah.
Thanks for that. A guy with hair locks the gate to the junkyard. So I'll be guy with hair.
You'll go.
Good night, junk. I have to go to my daughter's birthday party. He lies. The guy doesn't have a daughter. And if he did, she wouldn't have a birthday. He falls off a cliff.
Do you know this is like Wheeze in stereo?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I love this story. He falls off a cliff. I'm sorry, carry on. I deliberately not read that bit.
We see a 1996 Toyota Camry parked next to a 2003 Hyundai Elantra. We think they're normal cars, but we're stupid. They're Transformers. Okay, so Josh, your 1996 Camry.
I'll be nice. Okay, the human has left. That's it. The 1996 Camry turns into a DVD.
It goes to a 1996 to a 1998 or something.
Oh God! My throat is killing me. What the fuck? Why is it funnier listening to it the second time than it was the first time? I'm crying.
Yes, we can now transform into our true identities.
Oh, it's like it's like the gender movement of today.
The bigots have gone.
I can now be myself. The bigots have gone off the cliff. We can be ourselves.
It always annoys me how I say the word bigots there because it's bigots, not
It is
bigots.
bigots, yeah.
Fucking idiot.
The 1996 Toyota Camry transforms into a 1998 Toyota Camry.
You got 2 years younger. I have transformed. Your turn.
The 2003 Elantra transforms into a DVD of Pixar's Cars 2.
There it is. What a switch up! What a twist!
It's got no wheels or anything.
It's just a piece of plastic. I'm so sorry. This is, you know what? This is it. This is us confirming that this was one of the best ideas we had. Like the fact that we're both re-listening, crying. I'm crying my eyes out here. My chest hurts.
Jaw hurts.
Oh, yeah.
That one.
Oh, I'm crying.
I have transformed.
Now we must wait for Optimus Prime. What's he going to do with the DVD of Cars 2?
They wait for 3 years. An Uber drives up to the junkyard's gate.
Optimus Prime is here.
I'll be Uber. It is I, Optimus Prime. I must transform.
Turns into a lift.
Uber transforms into a lift.
Now let's Shia LaBeouf.
Ready, Prime. Let's roll.
The cars all Shia LaBeouf until they run out of gas.
What is a Shia LaBeouf? All right, that was the perfect rendition of what the OCP. If I want anybody to listen to the OCP, there's a number of episodes I would think of.
That's
one of them, definitely. Oh my God. I couldn't think of the other 4, to be honest, but that's definitely one of them.
There was quite a few. Like, there was one where you're in a restaurant and you're ordering pasta nachos for 2 or something, and it's like they were extra Italy or something. You had the one where you're like sawing a saw in half and a lasagna comes out.
Oh
of it or
yeah,
something.
yeah. If you're new to the OCP and you're
It's fucking stroke.
you're listening to us on the best of 2022, please go. And if you're going to go back and listen to any of them, please go back and listen to that one.
Yes, definitely.
And the What Would You Do If series, I think, is another one I'd lead people to, because that is just us in a nutshell.
Sorry,
that's right. But I think What Would You Do If, and that's us being us.
Oh yeah, 100%. You could just tell we were losing it in that episode.
Yeah. And there was no hesitation. We forgot we were recording a podcast thing for half of it. Yeah.
A bottle of Bacardi rum, the only rum made from real bats.
No.
I have a mission for you.
Why do you sound like Davy Jones? The Davy
That's what I
Jones.
was going with.
Oh, it does. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. That's okay. Sorry. Your music adds a lot.
But he's
by the
more
way.
sort of
That's the
nasally
good,
anyway
yeah.
with it.
It's not
Yeah.
overpowering.
And then
Either.
it's
Sometimes I feel
not-
nervous to tell you it's a bit overpowering,
Yeah.
but this is good.
Right then.
Yeah.
His little things pop every so
Yeah,
often.
that used to freak me out. I hated that.
That's good.
It's like,
And the tentacles.
yeah,
sort of
yeah.
trypophobia.
Oh, I see.
For like noise. It was weird.
Oh, okay.
Where do I get to? I have a mission.
I
for
have
you.
a mission for you.
I have a mission for you at the end of the ocean.
It's good.
Keira Knightley, the woman from Atonement 2007. I just remember the one where the fucking woman's in the whale as well.
Woman's in the whale.
Yeah, she was in a whale, and the fucking guy from the guy from Saw,
yeah.
was like, "Do you want to play a little game like that?" And she was like a pancreas doctor or something.
She lied. She wasn't a pancreas doctor.
She's like, "Oh shit, I don't know hearts or something." It's like, what?
Yeah. I'm a pancreas doctor. I don't know hearts.
Oh dear. Right. Well, the one after that, it took it down a little bit. It was TikTok X.
That was your worst one. I think.
Yeah. I mean, the episode idea was okay. Like, we could visit that again in the future.
Yeah.
But I got so defensive. On
You
it.
did. That was the start of my defensive Alex jokes.
Yeah.
And again, going back on the comment I made earlier about us not being able to go over the line to no return. If anybody else seen Alex like that, they'd probably be like, "Oh, he's a cunt. Move on." I'm there like, I'm going to push your buttons to make you, not piss you off, but just try and get you to fight back without being so defensive.
Yeah. But I think I felt like I was treading on eggshells.
Yeah.
With certain things I was saying, because I didn't want to piss anybody else off.
Yeah.
And then when I mentioned a couple of things, I thought, "Oh, Josh is going to resonate with that." And then you
And I
said
didn't.
something. No, you didn't. But then you said something, and I thought, "Oh, is he fucking getting defensive himself now?" And I was like, "Why do I have to defend myself against you?"
Don't, yeah.
Yeah, but
The hardest part is trying to make you understand sometimes that the lessons you've been brought up with are not set in stone.
No.
We've all taught different things. We all have different opinions. And even though you're not an idiot, and I hope to God I never treat you like one, or at least I never make you feel like I'm genuinely portraying you like an idiot. Because throughout our whole friendship, I've definitely not been the smart one in the group, and I take that with a pride of honor. I'm the dumbass, okay? But sometimes it's just a case of I can deal with certain things better than you can, as you can with me, with certain situations.
Yeah.
And I don't get I'll argue back until the cows come home, but unless you physically piss me off, that's when I get like the guy at the golf course. Yeah, it was a different kind of argument for him than I would with you.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, we had 15 minutes afterwards where I just tried to explain that my role is not to piss you off, but I've got to make you think different. I've got to play devil's advocate. I cannot just be one-sided on an argument. I have to be in the middle as best I can. And you may not like it, like your mother calling nougat nugget is not. I'm not going to agree with you on that. All right,
okay,
it's nougat, and that's it. That's all I've ever heard. I've never heard it referred to as nugget. So you can't, like, you're sat there now like, don't fucking slate my mother. She taught me it was nugget. I'm sorry, mate. I love your mother, but it's not fucking nugget. All right,
nugget.
It's not nugget.
It's nugget.
It's not nugget. It's nougat.
All right. Dave Sanders, like in our story. Thanks, mate.
Yeah, cheers, Dave.
Well, yeah, I think we've both learned from that episode.
I love pissing you off.
Yeah, you love
so
pissing me off, and I've learned that you love pissing me off.
But you also know I do it like I say, we had
In
that
jest.
15-minute chat afterwards where I got you on board, and we came back to it afterwards, and everything was all fine. Like, we weren't falling out.
No.
It would never have gotten to that point anyway. But it's just that you can't be stuck in your way. Like, you're very open and honest with every subject, but if it's something that's against something that you such strongly believe, you stick to your guns, which I've got a lot of pride for you for doing that.
Yeah.
Sometimes you've got to understand that other people would talk differently, or we've got different views on certain things like pro-life, pro-choice.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's not because either one of us are wrong. It's just I've experienced things in my personal life that have given me the reason to believe that it should be pro-life, because
opinions are based on experience.
Exactly.
Anyway.
Yeah. So I would never get mad at you for having your opinion on that subject, because I in some ways I agree with what you say.
Yeah.
But it's only because, like, if you don't know, by the way, I can announce it now. I'm having my second child.
Hey.
Hey.
It didn't even go on.
I know. It was class. And it's only because now I've seen that my second baby at less than 2 months old has got a heartbeat and a head. It doesn't even have limbs yet. Yeah, I know. Don't laugh, you can't. But it's
If it didn't have a head and it just had a heartbeat, it's
just a beating bean.
The beating bean. That's what I do at night.
Oh, mate, that's about my second
I
child.
was not on about that. For fuck's sake.
Beaten bean. But no, he's got obviously at this point he's probably developing limbs now. I keep saying he because that's what I'm hoping for. I'd be happy with a girl, but I really want a boy. I'm outnumbered.
She's getting called Simon or whatever.
But yeah, that's why. But we're not going to go into pro-life, pro-choice discussion now. I'm just saying we've got different opinions.
Yeah.
And that's what makes us unique and good partners for a podcast.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean
If we agreed on everything, it'd be pretty boring.
Yeah, I mean, if you come out and said that I think the Nazis were actually an all right group of people, I'd be like, mate, I don't think this is going to work. But
They call me Kanye West.
why? Why?
He likes Hitler now, doesn't he? So I mean, that's what I've heard.
We're not doing this.
Just trying to be relevant.
I don't care about Kanye West.
So episode 52.
Yes.
Collab with the Yo Dado
Hey,
podcast.
I can't remember a fucking thing about it. For good reasons. We blocked him out. Then blocked him on Insta.
No, we just interviewed him basically.
Yeah.
Which again we realised we're not interviewers.
We're not interviewers. We should have just played games with them.
Yeah.
They were nice blokes.
Really, really nice guys. I don't think they've uploaded anything since. They
No.
did say they were going to, but
I think we made them realise that there's so many better podcasts out there they just should give up.
they were like, fuck it hell. We can't compete with this.
No.
We don't want to.
No.
So
Can't.
yeah, I mean, they were really good guys
Yeah.
to have on, and it was a long time coming. We should have had them on way earlier than that, but I just couldn't be fucked to talk to them.
Yeah. Wow, that sounded so sincere then. That sounded so sincere. Let me just do some research a second, shall
Well,
we?
we found out that Yo Dado in Spanish stands for the iodized podcast.
It did, yeah, I remember that.
And
I remember
they
that.
met because one of them punched the other one in the face.
Okay, I don't remember him that well, mate. Fine.
So I don't know whether it was Deck or whether it was Dan that did the punching. I can't really remember, but one of them was hitting the other
It's
one.
probably
in the arm.
Deck, mate.
Hey,
Hey, Deck Dan. Deck Dan.
dicked him.
Dick Dan.
Double Dick Dan.
Dan Deck Dick.
Dick and Dom. In,
Oh, they're doing an adult live Dick and Dom in the bungalow.
are they?
Yeah.
They're Dick and Dom.
Deck and Dom.
Oh, God. So yeah, they were punching each other. One of them was punching the other one in the arm. And then they was just like, nah, fuck that. And he had enough and just smacked him one in the face.
Yeah.
You're like, all right, fair enough. And he was like, out of a sign of respect, he's like, yeah, fair enough. We'll become friends.
We will be friends.
Yes. You have earned my respect.
You've earned my fist.
So yeah, I hope to see some more from those guys because
Yeah.
you know they were
I mean,
lovely
exactly.
lads.
We weren't worried about competing with them. We're on different
Oh,
levels,
no,
so
yeah,
you know,
fucking northern, aren't they?
Fuck
So-
you, slats. So, yeah, miss you guys. Do more.
Get on our level, mate. Then after Yo Dado, we had Rosie Taylor.
Hey, Rosie.
Rosie.
I learned that she worked in the background of a show that my lovely fiance watches on the regular.
Yeah, wasn't it?
Like Team Wolf or something.
I was going to say True Blood, but yeah, it is Team Wolf.
Team Wolf.
Yeah. Yeah, really nice guest again.
Lovely.
She had some lovely dogs.
Yes.
In the
Yeah.
background
Yeah.
that kept barking.
Yeah.
And we made a joke about her room being a Yankee Candle smell because it smelled like her grandmother's house. I don't know why I remember that.
Oh, God. That's nearly as bad as me remembering Chapel Down Backers for Robbie Knox. You weren't even in the room, bro.
And I could still smell it. No, it's because you'd burped
Yeah.
and it smelled like Subway. And she was like, oh, I can't smell it. All I smell is my grandmother's cabinet. And I was like,
That sounds like an innuendo. Your grandmother's
Spider
cabinet.
Puss.
Oh, you like your grandmother's house, not grandmother's cabinet. Let's open your smells like grandma.
I think this was the episode though that I realised we should stop fucking do things over Zoom.
Yeah, because Rosie deserved, like, both her and Yodado.
Mm.
I think the in-person one, there's less awkwardness. Not saying that they were awkward guests or we were awkward. It's
No.
just the lag, the delays.
Yeah.
It's very hard, and like we've made the effort. We've proven that. We went to Norwich. We did a 4-hour drive to do an hour and a half long podcast, 2-hour long podcast, to do another fucking 4-hour drive back the same day. Okay, and it was for good reasons, and I'm glad we did it. But we just got to, we're gonna get Rosie back on again. I know she wants to see us at the live tour Bristol show that the Happy Hour guys are throwing up, and we're going to 4 of the shows.
Yeah. Call us suck ups, but
no,
whatever.
When I told my boss, all right, and this is going to be maybe cheesy, they said, oh, what are you booking the holiday for? And I just said, I've got some friends that are doing a live comedy tour, and I'm going to go and support them. That's all I've said, and that's what I see it as. Yeah. Yeah, they're friends now. We're lucky to say that. Everybody we've met are friends, but I can't just jump on a plane to Australia and go see Tom and Hardy, or I can't go onto a plane to America to see Jackie and Emily.
No,
it's not as easy. But everybody else has been UK based.
Yeah, that's it. So if anyone else is going to the Bristol live performance,
or any of them, so you got
any of them. So we're going to the Birmingham one. We're going to the Reading one.
Going
to the Bristol one, and we're going to the Norwich one. So if anyone is going to any of those and you fancy coming and saying hello afterwards,
if you even know who we are.
Oh, well, if you're listening, I fucking hope you do. Hi, Mum. How you doing?
If your mum's listening, she's fuming with you. You're going to Norwich 4 times in February.
No.
Wow, you're going to see Happy Hour 4 times in February.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to having Rosie back on again, because I feel like we could have a proper chat this time instead of over the Zoom with the lag. So the next episode we did was the anus episode, which there's not really much to say about that. It was just stupid stories.
Yeah.
I mean, that was one on my own.
Yeah.
So the one after that was This Device Messes With Your Head.
Oh.
Speech Jammer.
That was good.
That was fucking
That
class.
was a good episode.
And then I like the fact that we got Kelsey on for
In the
her
next
bit
episode.
in the next episode as well. That was really cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, speaking of the next episode, it was the most official definitions on the internet, part 1, and it was Urban Dictionary.
I think I liked that episode too.
It was a
That
good
was
episode.
A good episode, yeah.
It doesn't feel like that long ago, but it was the 6th of September.
That doesn't feel that long ago.
No, it doesn't. It
was.
feels like it was just the other day.
Yeah. Do you know what's mad as well? This might be the last year that we can sit down and do a recap like this.
Yeah.
Because next year we could be doing double the episodes. We're not going to go through.
Oh no, fuck that.
Fucking 50 episodes.
It'll be a very brief
yeah.
thing. Well, yeah, we recorded.
I
Right, there we
remember.
go. Best bits of 23. All right, moving on. Yeah, so official definitions. I think that was a really funny episode, but it was also really inclusive because we had everybody that we'd interacted with.
Yeah. We were able to get everybody on that we'd interacted with.
Yeah, and it was all right, wasn't it? Yeah. I don't really know what to say about it. It was good. One after that was the Halloween special 2022 with Dave.
Do you mean the one I wanted to quit afterwards because I didn't think that I genuinely phoned Alex up and I was a little bit emotional. I said, look, you and Dave's dynamic is incredible. I said, if I'm worried, I'm the one holding the OCP back. So I said to Alex, there tears in my eyes. I said, if it comes to it, Dave should take my place.
And I said I would tell you if that ever became an issue.
Yeah.
And so I thought to wrap up 2022, I'm sorry, Josh, you're going to have to go.
Get out of my fucking house.
See you later, guys.
See you later, you fucking cunts. Sorry, I didn't mean that. Bleep that.
So, yeah, I mean, no, it was a good episode, but
it was.
We had a good in-depth discussion about it off the pod, obviously. And yeah, we came to an agreement. I don't think you need to go anywhere just yet.
Not that you have that choice. I mean, it would have to be a double.
Mate.
Yeah, it would have had to have been a joint decision. But I was given my 50% up then to say, I didn't want to be the one holding the OCP back, and I can't dedicate the time that I want to.
No, but that is why I jumped in with the Yule lads over Christmas.
Yeah.
So it's a team effort, mate. When
It
you're
is.
not around, I'll do what I can.
Mm.
And I know that if I need your help with something, you're there
Yeah, boy.
if I need you to be.
Well, it took me fucking ages to make you curl over and laugh the way I I really wanted to.
Oh, yeah, with
And
the Four
it-
Horsemen.
Yeah, and Dave did it in one episode. And I was
Yeah,
like,
So we'll move swiftly on from this episode because it's a sore spot. The next one after
for who are
that
you going to cry?
was the Richardson Family Murders, number 58. And that was an interesting one. I
did actually listen to that.
love-
That's what made it interesting.
How did you find it?
It was good. That was
Yeah?
when I realised that your storytelling for true crime is great.
Mm.
And we obviously got a very grateful shout out from Tom and Ben as well on their
Yes,
live
we
stream.
did, actually. That was pretty cool, wasn't it?
It's the OCP.
OCP.
I saw they are doing a little bit of true crime as well, guys. So go and give them a follow, like, love, listen, watch. I think they're on most platforms. So yeah.
And they like the idea that you're going into true crime. I wish I was more involved because I do want to be, but I don't know how well my storytelling. I don't know if I can be ridiculously serious for it, which isn't not a negative thing. I just think that might be our twist on true crime is that where they're so good at scripting an episode of I Can Murder a Podcast, and you were brilliant on your the Family Murders episode, absolutely incredible. I think our twist will have to be, if we're doing it as a duo, is that I'm not going to be able to be serious. It's going to be like Stevie telling urban legends to the guys, except I've got to remember this has actually happened. So what? The dirty little slut can pick herself off the floor, could she not? She only got a slap around the face, don't bitch.
You're going to be saying archives so many times.
Yeah, we're going to have a whole episode of that just being archived. But it's something I want to be involved in. I think you told the story so well. I would love to be a part of that journey with you. I know you've briefly spoken about going off and doing your own podcast when we can't do this one, and fully support that. I just don't.
Well, I think it could be first and foremost me that does it.
Yeah.
But then you're on as like a very staple guest.
Yeah.
Because then you still get to do your thing.
Well, just don't
But then
burn
if you're
yourself
not-
out.
No, that's fine. But it would be if we're not doing anything with this, then I'd jump on and do something with that. But that's going to be a long-term thing anyway, because you're going to have to research a hell of a lot.
You'll have to be doing it on and off season, like the guys do.
Yeah,
Map. They
exactly.
bulk record and they get all their information, and then in between their full-time jobs and bulk recording ItMap, they're them getting all the information and stuff. They've got a lovely team behind them as well, which is great.
That definitely helps.
We don't.
No.
Please, if you can work for free and you know how to turn on a fucking PC, come and help us.
Just don't get too above your station because I'll
Yeah.
have a meltdown.
We will mention your name.
Oh dear, yeah. So that was a great episode. Obviously, the story was fucking awful.
Yeah,
but
the only thing I will have to tell you though is when you go into, if you do go into true crime full time,
yes,
unfortunately you are not going to be able to miss out the important information like how they were fucking murdered.
no, it's only because it was
Of
on
what
the
it was
OCP.
like. Yeah.
and I didn't want to tarnish what we have.
Yeah, that's
with
fair.
gruesome detail.
Yeah.
Because
that was I was getting into it, brother. I was driving my truck and I was like, fucking hell, Jesus Christ, this is like I'm listening.
I want to see a child get murdered.
Yeah, fucking slice his throat, you can. Yeah, fucking. No, that's not what I was after. But I was listening to it like I would an ICMAP episode, and I was like, oh God, it's getting like, this is dreadful. How the fuck can people do this? And you're like, oh, well, I'm not going to tell you how they died because it's not really what we do, and it was really gruesome. I was like, well, fuck me then.
So if you did want to hear me talk about true crime and that, I'll start my own.
A part of. Oh, sorry, I thought you meant like, go and watch this episode where he lists 50% of what happened.
Yeah, we're just talking about the Richardson family. There's no murder in it.
Really nice people, actually. Yeah, fucking nice.
There's a fucking vampire.
Ooh.
No, he's a werewolf, wasn't he?
Oh.
So the one after that was Reverse Words 2. Mate,
I can't decipher the two. They were so good both times.
I think 2 was funnier.
I think we did better on 2.
We did better on 2, but there was so much more to it because it was movie sayings.
Oh yeah.
And
we did fucking well.
We did.
We did so well. Hasta la vista, baby.
Maybe not so much in the first couple.
No. I think Dave still won that episode, didn't he? Or did we win by one?
We won by one, I think.
Okay.
It was a close call.
It was close. Dave won the first episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're equal now.
But I don't think we did any anus in Reverse Words 2.
Well, that's good because there was no
So it was
guest
a bit
on.
shorter. After that, Reddit's Most Burning Questions 2. Can't remember anything from that, I've got to be honest.
No.
So we'll move on.
Still good, but just it's one of the ones that blends nicely into the background. It's not bad, it's not good.
More
It's
of a
just
filler episode, isn't
yeah,
it?
but we're still good doing it.
Yeah. Number 61, The Mandela Effect. Now, this was another one I did on my own.
You did. I haven't watched this one.
That's fair.
Wait, I think I've watched half of it. Then I had to do a delivery and then forgot about
But then it ends differently to how you remember it ending. Oh, Mandela. So that was a good joke. Shut up.
Thank you, Dave.
That's not Dave. It's Olivia EID 599.
Are they telling us to promote it on something?
No, it's one of those fucking spam accounts that's like, do you want to see my anal beads or something?
Oh.
And you're
You know
like,
what? This is really random, and you can cut this out. This is just me telling you this.
Okay.
Is it bad that I feel good that we've had more of those fucking promote it on this bollocks because it means that they've thought of us again?
I'm afraid it's an automatic spam
No!
thing. I wish it was actual people.
No, I know it's not people, but I just like
Oh, right.
there went that long stint where nobody was telling us to
Yeah,
promote
true.
it on anything, and then all of a sudden it was like promote it on this. I was like, oh, they've remembered us. We've not fallen off.
I'd be more likely to promote it if you didn't keep fucking pestering us.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, but that's exactly what I did when I started my YouTube channel. I'd just go into YouTubers and be like, I hate to be a pain, but can you watch my channel, please? And then a YouTuber replied and said no, so I just unsubscribed from him.
You vain cunt. I've not done that at all. Yeah, we'll move on to the next one then. So the next ones after that was the Yule Lads. And I'm not going to go through each individual one.
No, God, no.
Because we've only done
And
6.
I'm not listening to a single one of them. We discussed them beforehand anyway, because when you came up with the idea of doing it,
Yeah.
we were going through it anyway.
So I really enjoyed doing these. I'm going to say...
How do you know you're only halfway through?
I'm finished.
You're fucking depressed, mate, at the time of recording. Oh, God, I didn't go to bed until 2 a.m.
Yeah, I was a little bit late posting one of them.
Mm-hmm.
But good fun, and I enjoy writing the stories. I put in little jokes here and there as well. I'll try to anyway. But yeah, that led us up to episode 75 on the 24th of December.
On the 24th of December, Jesus gave to me a 4-hour fucking drive to Norwich to record with Jack and Robbie.
Nice.
Yeah, I thought that on the
In a
spot.
tree.
In a tree. In Pirate Studios.
We did actually mention Johnny Depp, didn't we? Pirates.
When?
In the episode of Jack, we were talking about
Did
him
we?
buying a bath in Norwich.
Oh, yeah, that was my anus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what the fuck?
Jeez, that day, we were going up there specifically just for Robbie.
Yeah.
You know, and it was going to be still a great episode. Nothing was going to be different about the episode other than, obviously, the rat talk wouldn't have been there. The owl jokes and talk wouldn't have been there. It would have gone on to the other segments that we were going to do anyway, which we're now, thanks to their absolute optimism of coming back on for an episode 2. Cheers, Jack. We will be doing on episode 2 when hopefully we get all 3 of them in.
Yeah, definitely.
But everything else would have been the same. The gifts would have been handed over the same. It just would have been all to Robbie. And Alex, we are literally pulling in to our parking spot round the corner from Pirate Studios. And Alex gets an incredible voice message.
Which I'm going to play
Which
now.
I thought you were going to, which Alex is going to play. This was 5 minutes before we
Hi,
got
mate.
to Pirate
Oh.
Studios.
Sorry, that was me. Sorry.
Fucking hell, mate. You could have waited until I was finished talking.
I tried to rewind it and it started playing.
Oh.
Okay,
Right.
yeah, it was literally seconds.
We were
before,
parking.
like, yeah, it was mad. So this is the voice message we got from Robbie.
Hey mate, I hope you're good. Jack's not going to the boxing now, so he's going to come along and do the pod with me, that's all right. I presume it probably is, but I appreciate you've probably written it with him not in mind. But let me know if it's a problem. But I'm going to pick him up in a sec, and we'll arrive together at some point before 1. So yeah, I hope that's okay, mate. Let me know if it's not. ASAP. Bye.
And yeah, we don't need to read your fucking
No,
report.
so
But Alex was. I deal with situations like this a lot better than Alex does. Not anything against Alex. I think you just get excitedly nervous more than I do.
Yeah.
I think I've built a career, at least in the last 4 or 5 years, of talking to people on the daily basis, whereas you're quite isolated in the job that you have.
Yeah.
So
Or
talk,
had, depending.
or depending on where you are, yeah. But it's easier for me to jump into a conversation and chat your ear off, and it's sometimes a positive, sometimes a negative thing that I can do that. So Alex was there in my car, and he's nervous, visibly nervous, and I'm getting nervous. I'm like, fucking hell, like we were nervous for Robbie, and now we got Jack as well. And obviously, long-time listeners of the OCP know, or should know, that we started this journey thanks to the happy hour. Now, obviously, this was before Robbie joined, but since Robbie has joined, I've loved the podcast 10 times more. Like, it was great before, and Robbie just added so much as well.
Yeah.
So we already had one of our idols, our inspirations for starting this journey, come in, and we, giving us his time. I know we've traveled the 4 hours, and they did mention that when we thanked them. It's like, mate, you fucking drove 4 hours. We just drove down the street from our house. So we were already nervous and excited for Robbie, and then we got that message as we're pulling into the car park to park the car and walk over to Pirate or whatever. And, understandably, we've got even more nervous. Again, this is a guy that from the beginning has been our inspiration. And we didn't think we were going to get Jack on anytime. We'd messaged them privately before, and we'd spoken about it. And the last time we met him, Jack said that he would obviously be more than happy to come on. And even in he was ill on the day, and he still, they both made the trip, they both came. And
It's just testament to him, isn't it?
Yeah.
The fact that he was feeling like shit.
Yeah.
And he didn't go to the fight. Could have said, oh, yeah, I'm still going to the fight.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever.
And just stayed at home and done nothing. Yeah,
exactly. We wouldn't have been any the wiser, but he did just make the effort to come in.
Yeah.
And we're fucking appreciative of that.
It was. And it was a big shock, because that, even though the plan didn't have to change, the episode stayed the same.
Yeah.
It was just that, like, fuck, we're only 1/3 off of having the full 3 of our main inspirations for doing this.
Yeah.
And fuck, oh my God. The OCP, this tiny little podcast from Swindon of 2 best mates that just like chatting shit. We've now travelled 4 hours to Norwich to record with 2 friends now that we're so grateful to say that they're our friends. And they just sat there and listened to us waffle. And I'm assuming if you're listening to this episode, you've listened to that one, but the laughs as well, and the jokes, and it felt so natural. It was like, Jack was ill, and on and off recording, his attitude was a bit different because he was probably fucking knackered, and he was recovering from being ill. And he later apologized, which he didn't have to do because he thought that, he came across a bit like rushed. He wanted to go home, and we didn't blame him. Fucking hell, he was ill.
Well, when you've been in a room for an hour and a half with us, I can't blame you either.
But no, it was hats off to both of them, and we thank him so much. And there's still, like, I remember at some point this year, I think it was in the catch-up with the Norwich trip, we said, watch this space. And now we're sat here saying, not only to continue to watch this space, but we've already made massive waves in the industry that we would so grateful to hopefully work in full-time in the future. And it's mad, isn't it? Because next year we're sitting here now, and this year, as you're listening to this, we have got a minimum of 2 private ideas with them, and we've got 4 live shows we're going to go see. Now, I'm not going to tell you what those ideas are, because they are possibly 3 private ideas, because Alex has got one that he wants to I'm not going to name any names because we don't know who it's going to involve yet. But that's just how lucky we are.
Yeah, it's fucking mental.
It is. And Robbie, Jack, and Stevie, if you're listening, thank you so much. And hopefully, Stevie, you can come on in the next plan, because we'd love to have you there, mate. It was class.
If you're not listening, fuck you.
Fucking hell, mate, Jesus. But yeah, it's just one more big thank you that we got to wrap up 2022, the year where I found out I'm having my second child, the year I found out, I was changing my career, and and going off into a better industry where I can be happy and be myself again. And Alex has made some changes. He's put
I was there.
you with what bit? They're changing the jobs, I hope.
Conception of your child.
Jesus, brother, I don't even know when that was.
I do. I got it written down.
Probably the
Video
last,
diary.
Probably the last time we were intimate. So what, October. I don't need a diary, mate. It just happens a few times a year. But yeah, it's just we haven't. I don't know about you, but I knew this episode was coming up, and I was excited to talk about it. But throughout the whole time we've been recording today, I haven't really thought about it. And now that we're sat here thinking about it, I can't believe it. I can't believe what we've done.
This is because this is filmed before it's been released.
Yeah,
we've not spoken to anyone really about it. And we haven't posted anything.
Nope.
So this is like the first time we're getting to actually properly talk about this on the pod.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And we've been waiting for so long because it's something we're so proud of.
When did we go up and record it? It was
at the time of recording.
No, it was. Yeah, it was the
3rd of December.
Yeah. So it was quite early on this
month. That was about 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, because last weekend I was getting a Christmas tree, so it was a week before that.
Yeah.
So it's only 2 weeks ago.
That's mental.
Yeah. That is insane.
It feels like a long time.
And they don't, this is just how humble they are. They don't see us getting them on as a huge achievement, whether they are humble, which I believe they are, or just being nice and, and just making it not to be a big thing. But again, if they're listening, like, you've changed our lives.
Yeah.
In more ways than one. You've changed our lives because you gave us a path to follow. You gave us a goal to aim for. And then you changed our lives again by just giving us your time.
And not to be like too depressing or anything, but when it comes to my life, like literally I get up, I go to work, I come home.
Yeah, it's repetitive, isn't it? Yeah.
So for this, it's such a nice welcome change.
Yeah.
And something to look forward to.
Exactly. And it gives you like fucking butterflies, just thinking, fuck me, these guys are great. And I'm trying not to blow too much smoke up their ass, but I think in some ways, because of how humble they are, they deserve it. And like when we said to Jack, we're going to 4 shows next year, understandably, he was like, why the fuck are you coming to 4 shows? And we said this on their live show, the first one they did.
Yeah.
We said, or at least I know I mentioned it. It's like, if they ever do a live tour, I want to be there for the first and the last.
Yes.
Because I want to see maybe the nervousness of day one, but their fucking confidence on the last day. And we're just grateful that we can go to 4.
Yeah.
And we're in a position where we can just, we'll send them a message saying, we're here, guys, have a good show. And we just got that little behind the curtains interaction with them that not a lot of people get. And we're very grateful for that.
Definitely.
And, yeah.
100% definitely.
100% definitely. And yeah, I don't know where we're going to be in a year's time. I'm hoping the relationship's built even more. And
well, when you think I couldn't have placed us here a year ago.
No.
Not at all.
No, definitely not. We didn't even start talking to him until May this year.
Yeah.
Or last year, sorry.
Yeah, that's
I keep forgetting it's 2023 now in this video. But yeah, well, I don't want to ramble on too much because I don't want it to sound like we're blowing too much smoke up their ass.
We'll do a conclusion then. So if you could describe this year in one word, what would you say?
One word?
Yeah.
What about a hyphenated word?
You can.
Life-changing?
Life-changing.
Can you put a little hyphen in there?
Spell it wrong.
Life-changing.
It's a reverse word.
Yeah, it's been a year. I know this isn't one word, but it's just been a year of good news and good changes. New job, second baby, happy hour. You know what I mean? The OCP has gone further already than we've ever thought. And by the time you're listening to this, we're hoping to have achieved 3,000 downloads. To bigger podcasters that have been doing this for years, 3,000 downloads, you get that in 20 minutes of an upload of a podcast. But for us, again, we've got no like contact in this world other than the ones that we've made. So everything we've done has been just us.
Yeah.
And we're hoping to bring over some new listeners we're hoping to have brought over some new listeners from the Christmas special. But the first 3,000, we're hoping we can always say that we fucking earned that. If anything, we've done that. That was us. And 3,000 on an unknown podcast, I think's very good. And we've got friends that have done it themselves. So,
yeah. And we go on about the happy hour just because obviously they're our inspiration for starting in the first place.
Yeah.
And we met everybody since then.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, okay, so everybody that we've come into contact with, Zesties, Greener Grass, Chris Griggo, Yodado, Rosie Taylor, and
don't say
ICMAP, everybody that we've had on has meant so much to us. And I honestly struggle to put it into words how I feel.
Yeah.
And it's just, I know I say it all the time, but it's mental.
It is mental.
It's fucking
It is
mental.
mental. And I can't wait for next year for the more involvement of the people we've met. You know, like we're going to meet Rosie in Bristol. That's great. I know for a fact we're probably going to get Greener Grass on, but this time it'll be more, it'll be some sort of twist on a game that we've already
Plane
done.
flight.
Mate, I can't afford.
No, for them.
Oh,
I'll pay.
You'll pay. Mate, there is no point in them coming over here. You might as well pay for half plane tickets over there.
I'm not able to help with this one yet.
All right.
All right, fucking Cortana.
All right, fucking Cortana, you slag. But yeah, it's just, if anything, at the end of this episode, if anybody takes anything away from this, I think it's just that we're so grateful for every single person that's listened, been a part of our journey, and just stuck around with us, you know, because I don't listen to our episodes anymore strictly because I don't want to impact our downloads.
Yeah.
So the numbers we're getting, yes, they might be small for others, but for us, it's everything.
They're organic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not just us repeatedly listening to our own podcast. You know, we've got, I think at some point this year, our biggest listener base wasn't even in the UK.
It was America.
It was America. So it couldn't have even been us, even if we tried, which again is insane.
Well, I think that'll probably do us anyway, because we're getting towards the 2-hour mark now.
Yeah. We did say it was going to be a longer one.
Yeah. But I think this year has been shocking.
Yeah.
That's the word I'm going to use. I didn't expect it. And I'm hoping that this year...
It's hard, isn't it?
It's
you keep
hard, isn't
forgetting.
it?
Yeah.
This year is going to be even better.
Should we tease our ideas? Because we know one of them's happening.
Yeah, go on.
So the idea of...
We have got some drive.
We've got, yeah. It might involve some Saturday fucking overtime.
Came to your door and knocks.
Oh, I think he's going to knock on my truck.
Robbie's coming in the truck.
He's coming out in the truck, yeah. And I'm so excited for it. He's going to do a vlog from the truck, and he's going to experience a day as a HGV driver in the UK.
Yeah. I'm going to try and get him to come to Swindon and
You're gonna,
go around the train
That's
museum.
a lot easier than getting him to come to my truck.
Yeah.
I've got to pick him up from the train station, drive him to my work, get him in the truck, and then it's got to be convenient for him. So then he's got to take the train back.
Do you know if Mark the Sexy Lawyer's coming?
Probably not on this account, no.
He might come in the future.
Yeah, I think he would.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I know he wants to. It's just about planning.
Yeah. That is a bitch.
Mm.
But anyway, that has been the review of 2022.
The Steel of Facts.
It has been a banging year. Thank you so much to everybody that has been there through everything from start to end. All just
the
recently.
breaks,
all
through
the breaks.
breaks.
Fucking hell. And join us this year for some even bigger fun.
Even bigger fun.
Right. Join us next time. We'll be doing someone else. Not sure what yet because I've not planned Jack.
Why'd you bring his name up again?
Jack shit, that's what I meant. See you later, guys.
Bye, guys.